That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
10, 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me this afternoon.
Yes, no, well, thank you for having us.
No problem. Nick, have you ever heard the voices?
I don't believe so, no.
No, I don't believe he has. Well, he hasn't heard my voice yet. I don't believe. I don't know his phone number. So.
I've not heard Punchies. So this is the first time hearing Punchies.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
So go ahead.
Okay. Happy? Did you have anything?
Yeah. Oh, not really. I did talk to Nick once before, back when he was making the videos about Sherry 226's daughters. And we had a nice chat about that. But I haven't talked to him since via voice. Sometimes I leave nice comments on his videos, though.
I gotcha. Well, Happy, he was saying that you called law enforcement on him. What's that? What's going on there?
Yeah, he's saying that I anonymously called law enforcement. So I made this anonymous call to law enforcement, but he knew it was me, even though the call was anonymous. We need to figure that out. And then we need to figure out why I do that. Why would I want law enforcement to come and see Nick?
Well, I will say I have very good suspicions that it was you. Because let's face it, Happy, you've been following me since what, 2005? That's there's some serious left hate going on there. So
well, he's a fan though. I mean, like, you're on YouTube to be YouTube famous, and these are people that have been like dedicated behind you.
Not every follower is a fan. I mean, it's like you can have people who stalk you and they don't like you. They just want to make your life miserable. I mean, there's a meme on Facebook. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. It's like it shows a wolf chasing a deer or something, and it says, "Not every follower is a fan." So that's kind of what it is. And also considering if I'm so here's the thing. They don't want to show their faces, and fair enough.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've explained to you that I don't have a camera, and
that's fine. You're a university student. That's fine.
Just in fairness to Happy as well. Like, I don't know what his setup is. He may have a camera, he may not, but you do have a history of rather erratic behavior. I mean, you do understand this, Nick. You've violated restraining orders. You've spent years going after your friends. So you can
nice way of spinning it. Nice way of spinning it.
I mean, it's true though, Nick. So you can maybe understand a bit why people will be reluctant to show their faces to you, even if they don't know you.
It's interesting because so much of this feels just like trauma bonding. It's like I have these narcissistic people who have chosen to be part of my life. And
we're fans, is what we are. I mean, I'm not sure how many of your fans happen to be narcissists. I'm sure there may be a few who are narcissists, but I haven't really seen that from anybody. They're just people who enjoy your work. Some of them do hate you. I'll give you that. Some of them do enjoy your pain, but that doesn't necessarily make them narcissists. It just makes them trolls, right?
Well, nonetheless, let's okay, Punchy, because I know you value your privacy, but so what is it that you actually study at university? Because first you told me that it was psychology.
No, I think you misunderstood that. I had done some work as a peer support specialist at a veterans hospital. And that was, it's in the psychology field, but it's more putting people in touch with resources that can help them. So I've never really studied to be a psychologist. I'm an art student, actually, art and philosophy. So
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry if you're confused. What?
I'm just trying to figure out what specific field you're in, because it feels like I'm getting different answers, but then again, maybe they have different labels and explanations and etc. for those in Europe. So it's because
possibly. I'm not sure. What you think I am, or what you think field I should be in. No, I'm not sure I really understand the question. Is what I'm getting at.
I'm not really sure how to ask the question, because it just feels like I keep
fair enough.
different. I feel like I keep getting like different answers, or like sidetracks, and not really wanting to answer the question, or maybe you're just not sure how to explain what you do, because maybe it's some jack of all trades thing. I don't know, which is an American expression, and from what I understand, you live in Europe.
Well, actually, I am from America. I'm from Virginia originally.
Okay.
City of Quickville, Virginia. It's a nice place. It's got many people, lots of cool places to shop. But I moved overseas to get away from some of my family members, Naji-chan in particular.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you had difficulty with family.
Oh yeah, that's all right. But thank you for your concern.
Yeah. Well, so that makes me kind of curious, because it's like, okay, because the way I look at what you're doing is I see your behavior as extremely narcissistic and controlling, manipulative, etc. But now you're telling me that you.
Okay. Could you explain that to me? Because I'm having difficulty understanding why you believe I'm controlling or narcissistic, or what behavior do you see from me? I guess that would be the question. What is the behavior that you're seeing from me?
The vast majority of the stuff that you've said to me online.
Well, such as how is it?
Painting me as mentally ill, painting me as dangerous, painting me as sexist, painting me as racist, all this other stuff. Asking, I mean, I cannot believe that your brain is so different from mine that every time I say something, you come up with these wildly different perceptions. It's like if I held up this and said it was toilet paper, you're coming up with like some weird like alternate version of what it actually is. And I'm just like, it's frustrating, because it's like, you seem to not understand the concepts that I speak about, but at the same time, number one, you're claiming that you're trying to teach me lessons, which that's not your responsibility or your job. Number two, you're trying to create a narrative of my life, which goes contrary to the life I've actually lived. But then you're trying to tell people that I'm lying about my own life. I mean, just that there's so much that is coming from you that is so counter to what reality actually is, that I have to either think that you're either crazy, or you're evil, or you're just like, or your brain is just so whatever the word is, like you're autistic or something, to the point where you're literally seeing the opposite colors that I'm like. If I look at
I get what you're saying.
You're seeing white, so I don't know what, like, I try to communicate with you, but it seems like every time I try to communicate with you, you've got this like weird psychedelic.
It's completely the opposite of what you're expecting.
What's actually going on?
Is that fair to say. It's completely the opposite of what you believe reality should be. Like the things I say are totally opposite of your perception of reality. Is that
Sometimes
that's
it
what
feels
you're getting at?
sometimes it feels like that because
Yeah, no, I agree.
If I say I've had a difficult childhood, and you go, no, he did. No, Nick has not had a rough childhood.
Well,
Nick
no,
did this. It's like, well, wait a minute. You weren't there. You don't know. So you're speaking for me about things you have no understanding of. But do you see how offensive that is?
No, well, here's the thing, Nick. I mean, I've never actually commented on your childhood, so I think that's a bad example. I actually have said in the past that I believe you had a difficult childhood. I'm not sure how difficult, but I'm willing to give you that you may have had a difficult childhood. I think the trouble is, and you're probably not going to like this, because I've said this before, and you may not hear it. Possibly the people in the chat will get something out of this, but I believe the trouble is your perceptions of reality, because you are a narcissist. You are incredibly narcissistic, and you have a vision of reality that is completely skewed from what most normal people see. And it's possible that you are correct. Like, I'm going to grant you that there's an outside chance that everybody else is crazy and that you are the one sane person. But the fact of the matter is that from where, we're sitting, looking at you, you say things like, you're a great YouTube creator and you're a great actor and you deserve to be a celebrity. I believe
I never said that I deserve to be a celebrity.
Well, you second opinion last stream that you have a right to be a celebrity.
I have a degree of talent. I have a degree of ability. I'm not saying that I'm
Nick. This is the sort of thing that people would dispute.
Actor. Now, see, here's the thing. You're claiming.
Just a sec. I want to cut in for a sec. I do want to bring up, just as a point, you did say on my last stream that you had a right to be a celebrity.
Exactly. This is what
I would agree that you have the right to pursue celebrity like anybody else.
Yeah, I have the right to pursue it.
But you don't have a right to be celebrity. Like, I mean, there's not like an.
Well, if I misspoke, then I apologize.
Okay. I'm willing to grant you that you might have misspoke there, but it's the kind of misspeaking that you make quite frequently. You portray an attitude as if you are entitled to these things and you have this talent. And you've said in the past, for example, that you are on the level of a Jordan Peterson and Stefan Molyneux, but everything you have, and I'm sure Sherlock Holmes and Happy Jesus they have the video of it. And the thing is that when people watch your content, it's not particularly good. It's very sort of low budget, and it's you yammering on about yourself constantly. You don't talk about interesting subjects. And, you've been doing it for like 15 years and you've never got anywhere with it. And when normal people see that, they're like, oh, this isn't very good. But when you think about it, you think, oh, this is great. I'm doing everything exactly right. Right? I mean, this is something that you say quite frequently. I'm doing everything exactly right. I say 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4. And everybody just disagrees with me and says that I'm crazy. And they're all the crazy ones.
I would hope that everybody agrees that 2 + 2 is 4.
We could actually talk about that, because there are questions. It's a bit more complicated than that, but I would agree that if you are saying things that are axiomatically true, right, that are obvious and self-evident, then people should be agreeing with you. But the fact that they're not saying,
are you? And I'm getting this question from chat. So are you saying that I don't have the right to critique? Are you saying that I do not have the right to critique people who are like Peterson or Molyneux?
No.
Who have credentials that I don't, or who have a position of power that I don't. So I'm not supposed to critique people who are above me in any way?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, it's not. No, it's not.